Hi, beautiful light workers. First and foremost, I wanted to let you know that I appreciate you, everyone who's watched the videos, who has subscribed, who leaves messages. I feel all of your energy, I feel all of your love, and it does not go unnoticed. I just wanted to say thank you. You are so appreciated. Today I have some information a little on the event, so that's really neat. It's a new perspective that they've told me about my guides. Speaking of the guides, they also have a little channeled information that I have for you. They even have a challenge. If you're ready for that, it's really fun. Um, and they have a little bit of information about manifesting. Maybe it's in a new light that you haven't seen before. I got my 3 card pulls today. This time we are doing the Ask Your Guides. Probably backwards. Maybe not. Anyways, the first, we'll just start with this first. And I pulled 3 cards. And the first card we received today is Epiphany. Makes sense. I know a lot of us are going through some epiphanies right now. The most important thing, however, is that we remember what just flutters into our thinking process, that we maybe write it down, because this is for our information. This is how they speak to us. This is what they want us to know. Epiphanies are feelings or emotions, and feelings and emotions are our bridge to spirit, our connection. And we've always been taught not to be emotional. Don't, why do you have so many feelings or things like that? However, this is how they speak to us. This is how we learn to communicate. This is how we learn to be our higher selves and to get information from our higher selves. Epiphanies are very important, and I feel like this is really, really, really important for especially at least one of you who keeps getting these things popping into your mind. Those are real. Those, you're asking when you're going to hear from your guides. Well, there you go. That's what they are. Second one, devotion. Those epiphanies, put your devotion in them, because it's for you. I mean, when Spirit says something, or when you get your epiphanies, yeah, they're going to be for other people, but they're really, really, really going to be for you as well. So make it your passion. Devote your time, devote your love, devote yourself to listening, to expanding, to ascending, to meditating. What is it that you're wanting, from Spirit? What do you want from them? Devote your time, devote your efforts, devote your intentions into asking for it. It's not hard. All of this isn't hard. There's work, yes, but it's not hard work. It's beautiful work. It's loving work, and it's fun work. So you should try it. I have lots of questions. I have lots of answers. I have lots of feelings, and I get to understand who I am by experiencing all of those questions and answers and feelings, and by experiencing them through Spirit, I really get to know who I am because I devote the time. So devotion is very important on your spiritual journey. And it, find one thing that you like about it and devote your time to it. If it's astrology, just devote some time to astrology. You don't need to know everything at once. You don't have to know everything at once. If you want to know everything at once, devote your time on everything. It's just, you get to choose how to make your reality. So that was our second card. And the third card, I believe, goes right along with everything, and it's risk. Risk. Take risks. Jump off the cliff, feet first or head first, or however you want to jump, but take the risk. Keep going, because you will not learn anything. You will not experience anything without the risk. And even if you fail, taking that risk puts you in a higher vibration, helps you see how you won't fail the next time, all of it, failing is the most beautiful thing because it teaches you how to become better, how to do it right, how to find what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Failing is the second best thing to winning, to succeeding, you know? And sometimes succeeding through luck sucks because you don't know how you succeeded. Sometimes you need to fail so you learn how to do that. Sometimes you need to take the risk to begin with to succeed in the first place. You can never succeed if you don't take the risk. So that's important as well. So great cards today. If you want a card pull for yourself, put a message down below. If you have questions or just want to know anything, put it down below. And, you know, the more I get, the more I can do these live and I can do personal readings for you. That would be really fun. I would enjoy that. I also want to talk to you a little bit about what the guides are saying about the event. And I kind of wanted to know about the flash that everybody's talking about, and I wanted just to get their perspective on a couple of things. So when I asked about the flash, they showed me that we are able to create our own reality. We are able to experience things and how we need to experience them. But on a 3D level or on a human level, how we perceive things is a lot slower, maybe, or linear in our time frame, how we look at things versus how we see things from out there. So linearly, say we start with time, and then, you know, we're born, and then we're 5, and then we're 10, and then we're 30, and then, you know, and time goes like this. But how it's kind of explained is maybe we have here, and then here, and then here, and time is all stacked up on top of one another like this. So the same time you're born is the same time your 30th birthday is, the same time your 50th birthday, your 100th, or your death, or whatever. Everything happens in the now moment. Everything is a now moment. So if you're out here looking at things and reading things and seeing this flash of energy and this flash of light that comes in, it can happen in a blink of an eye. But maybe in this realm, it's not so much of a blink of an eye. It's not so much as a big flash of energy that comes in. Maybe how it was explained to me, the flash of light comes when you're up close and viewing a flash of light that's not from up here. It goes slow. And it was explained to me that we are the event, the light workers who are spreading their light across out to everybody here and there and doing this. And what's changing and ascending this whole earth, that's the flash of light. And it's just going slower because our light grows every single day, every time we devote time to our spirituality and to the light and to love. And when we take the risk and give it to people, we are causing this flash, this solar flash of energy, this light, this love. And the more we give it, the more we get back, the more we're receiving more information, the more we spread it out, the more we will get to pull it in. Which, to the next step, the manifesting, giving transforms having into being. Giving transforms what you have into being. So if you think of yourself as a creative person, so you have creativity. Well, if you give your creations out, then that is when you will experience being creative or having creativity or being creative. Because you can be creative all day long, but if you keep it within and you don't physically do something about it, you're not experiencing your creative side. or maybe you have money. You have money in your bank account and it's sitting there and it's sitting there and it's sitting there. So are you experiencing the money? No, because it's just sitting there. But until you give it to somebody or you go buy something, do you get to experience what money is like, the point of having money. The best way I feel like I can explain it is, say you have a lot of love to give, a lot of love. You know you're full of love. But until you give your love away, will you experience being in love? That makes a lot of sense. And in reverse, if you get information, if you're receiving love or guidance or information and you decide to withhold it, you would decide to withhold your love and light. Similarly, you don't give it away, then you will not experience receiving more love and light. That is manifesting when you have money, when you desire being more abundant financially. Well, and you walk around and you have $5 in your pocket and you're like, well, maybe I have $1 and you don't have $1, but you only have 5 or 20 and that person really needs it, so you're looking for something else. Well, maybe you have some spare change, but by the time you look for all that, you've already passed them, so you don't give it. So therefore, you're telling the universe you don't have that $5 to give away. So they're not going to give you your desires because you feel like you don't already have it. You have, like, if you want something, expect to already have it. Pretend you already have it, because when you want something, you're telling the universe you're in wanting and to give you back wanting. You bring about what you think about. So think about giving away all that you have so you can receive more and more and more of it. That works. It, hands down, it works. It's scary. It's so scary to give away some of the things that you're afraid that you don't have or you don't have enough of. When you're in lack of something, it's scary to start giving it away because when you're in lack, you tend to want to keep it for yourself. But the more you give it, the more the universe will give back. That's the universal law. It's the law. It will happen that way, I promise. I did a couple of my BQH healings, and there was one that was really interesting. I thought that maybe could be beneficial for you guys to hear. I have a client who has a lot of anxiety, and we were trying to work on that, but what was shown and what was said through her, we went out to this lone tree in the middle of the field, and it was dark and stormy, and we found almost like a portal underneath the tree, and we went down the tree. We went down these steps, kind of like, there's these spiral steps that just went really, 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 really deep underground, but it was kind of hot, and it was really scary. It almost felt like hell. Her guide was with her, Marcellus. Very nice to meet that guide, by the way. I'd love to meet your guides. If you would like to meet your guides, or if you would like for me to figure out who your guides are, we can definitely try that. Just, I work all by donation basis. We can do readings, we can do hypnosis, healings. Just message me down below. All my information will be in the link below. Please, you're worth it. You deserve it. All donations. Try it out. Check it out. You'll love it. This person, anyways, so this was actually a hypnosis session. She, we were traveling down the tree, and it felt like going into the pits of hell. Her guide Marcellus was there, as well as Archangel Michael, who is always there helping us and protecting us. And so we get to the bottom finally. It did take quite a while, and we get there, and I can feel anxiety. I feel like I'm almost her at the same time she's speaking this. I'm experiencing everything as well. And she says in her session, at the end of the hallway there's this door, and it has all these padlocks on it, and Marcellus and I and Michael are telling her, maybe you can use the lights to unlock all these padlocks, because obviously she needed to get behind the door. And at first, she does it for a minute, and she's obviously very powerful, but it doesn't work right away. So she's like, I quit, let's go home. And that was really important for her to know. We are all very much happy with instant gratification. However, sometimes things aren't quite so instant. So when it doesn't work, that doesn't mean quit. Just keep trying. You have to keep trying. And that was very important. Part of this message for her is that you can't quit if it doesn't work right away. You just keep on giving what you got, because you have a lot in there. And she did. She went back and she kept on and she kept on. And finally, the light from her energy made one of the padlocks fall away. And so we would do it again and again. And we finally got through. It was really hard for her because she is not very patient. And behind the door, there was a little girl, probably around 4 or 5 years old, maybe. She seemed sad, and she had a place to take us, and it represented this client of mine when she was younger. And we went into her room and she showed me her father left her when she was very young, and I got the impression that even while she was still in the womb, she was blamed for problems between mother and father. And then when dad left while she was baby, seemed like she was sort of blamed. And the point was for us to bury this little girl alive, and it was kind of scary. And we had to talk her into, she had this coffin laid out, and we were supposed to put her in the coffin and bury her. And we had to talk the client into doing this because she felt very nervous burying a child alive, which obviously that's a little strange and scary. But it's a healing. It's a representation of something she clung to that she didn't need to. So we finally were able to talk her into burying the little girl. She got into the casket, and to make it better, Marcellus suggested that he get in the casket with her and hold her until she's safe. And of course, he's also multidimensional, so he stays on the other side as well. And we bury her, and it is about laying to rest and releasing a feeling of not being good enough because the father left. He left her, and she has been feeling worthless because of the energy that was pushed onto her, or that it was her fault maybe, and that it was time to bury that emotion and to get rid of it because it no longer serves her. And we did, and these are self-healings. These are energies that happen that we can take away self-worth situations, or we can recreate a healing from a past life or something that happened in the past in this lifetime. Those are very important things that we can do. And healings, I do know that this client is moving forward quite nicely since then. And hopefully, if she sees this, maybe she can leave a message or something down below so we can all know how she's doing and see if it works for her. I'll send her a little message, maybe let her know that her story is on YouTube, and maybe she can let us know if this is working for her, this healing and this modality. If it does, and if you guys are interested, if you have an epiphany inside of you that you want to get this done, that you want to discover parts of who you are, if you want to ask questions about physicality or emotions, or why does your knee hurt all the time, or what's the name of my higher self? Sometimes they don't answer. It's okay. But sometimes they do, and that's even better. And it's about getting to know yourself. It's about opening up yourself and being aware of who you truly are, asking, well, wonder why I made that decision, or why did I do that? If you're starting to ask questions, it means you're starting to evolve. I have a challenge for you from the guides. They want to know, how much more can you give? Do you have a lot of love that you're giving out? How much more love can you give? You did this one project with full of love and light towards your neighbor. What could you do more today? How much more better can you be than you were yesterday? What else can you do? Do it. Become your higher self. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself and see what you have inside of you. And the more you see what you have, when somebody makes you mad and cusses you out in front of everybody and says mean things and makes up stories and lies, and if you can just say, I'm sorry that you're going through whatever you're going through. I'm sorry. I hope that maybe you'll find it in yourself not to talk bad about people anymore. If you can just keep calm and know that it isn't really about you, and love that person through whatever it is that they're going through. Wait till you see what can happen to you. Wait till you can see the love that just starts blossoming in and out of you and starts spilling onto the people beside you and in your life, and they'll start noticing a difference, and then you'll start noticing a difference in them, and you don't even have to say anything. Light does that. Light, love, energy does that. You can be full of awareness and just work with your own self, work on your past lives, and not ever make a video or ever talk to anybody about this, and you and your energy will be affecting the entire world. The entire world. You are so powerful and you don't even know it. So I ask you today, what do you have? What do you have for me? Leave a message below, leave a question. Want me to pull you a card? Ask me to. I'll help you. I'll do whatever you like. If you want a reading, email me. We'll talk about it. Whatever you need. Again, donations that fit your pocketbook, that fit your budget. Everybody is worthy of learning anything that they want to know about themselves or anything else spiritually. You are worthy of it. So let me know. Let me know how your ascension processes are going. Another thing I found out that, our perceptions lie in our solar plexus. What are perceptions? Well, that's how we perceive reality. Well, are you judging anything in your reality? Anybody, yourself, anything? Maybe through the ascension process, if you're having gut problems, because I am. So I asked about it, and they said, hey, maybe don't judge people. Maybe don't judge yourself for decisions or choices that you've made. Maybe just be okay with everything and find the lesson, and if it didn't work out right, and still know that it was a pure choice. Just don't judge. And then you won't have all those gassy tummy problems, maybe, or anything like that. But those are part of the ascension process and part of the things that we're learning. Let me know. Let me know what you have. Send me an email. Send me messages. Show me your light language. Show me what you've been up to. What is Spirit doing for you? I want to know. I want to know what's going on with you. I want to help you. I want to just be there for you. I love you. I love every single one of you. You are my family. You are my tribe. And you are so worth it. God bless you. I love you, every one of you. See you next time.